As long as the three wheels are narrating this dream, there's no limit to what we all can achieve. Welcome to the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast. Really tiny, without thrill. And Adelaide, fully recapping the aftermath. To the mic, through the ropes, from the mat. No regrets from this shadow zone. There's no match for this podcast. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to fight. This is a war machine. Through sweat and tears we chase the unseen. Harness the rage in this gritty scene. Your fists are your words, your actions keen. Rips up from the hearts ablaze with fear. Breaking the chains that brought us here. Podcast warrior, so we're alive. Three wheels cutting through legends to ride. Stand tall as the world trembles. Unlock the dreams that no one can dissemble.
Welcome to Three Wheels of Wrestling Podcast. Yes, another wrestling podcast. This is our 62nd episode, and today we are honoring the one who just retired, Mr. John Cena. I'm Willie Tiny, and the co-hosts today are Will the Thrill, and we got Ref Chris with us tonight. Unfortunately, LA could not make it. It's the holiday season. He's busy at work. Everybody's busy. It's the holiday season. Welcome, guys. How you doing?
Groovy, man. Groovy.
I'm good. Bittersweet that, John Cena's retired, but, I'm good. I'm holding in there.
Yeah, we know you're a big fan. That's why I extended the invitation to you to be a guest host tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, first question is, and we want to invite the fans on tonight. If you go to the Facebook, our Facebook, and go under the comments, you hit that link. It'll send you a link to join to come on the podcast. It's open tonight. So,
open challenge. Too bad we
don't be shy.
Just championship on the line.
Yeah, don't be shy. Just come on.
Want some? Come get some.
If you will. Our thoughts on when John Cena, when he first joined WWE. Who wants to go first?
Well, I was born in 2004. He was already within WWE by the time I was born. I didn't become a wrestling fan until fourth. Yeah, I'm young.
Yeah, I was gonna say you made me feel old now.
I'm sorry. By the time I started wrestling, I was in fourth grade, so he was already Super Cena by that point. So I was just being told this is our guy, and I stuck with it.
I feel old.
I feel old now. Like it's just like the whole show just shifted.
I'm so sorry.
I love it. But he even said it. He stepped in when he was Super Cena.
Yeah.
Man. So we're talking about the prototype.
Yeah, no, that's way before my time.
Ruthless aggression.
Right. It's his words to Kurt Angle. Yep.
When he came out, and I was like, oh boy, another muscle guy thinking he's going to make it big. And to step up, because Kurt was still one of the pillars of WWE at that time. So for him to do that, it was ballsy. But I was like, oh, he ain't going to last. After that slap, it made me think like, oh, he ain't going to last.
I have to agree with that, Will. I had no idea. I had no thoughts on him yet. It's just a rookie, and there's also his backstage segment with the Undertaker. He shook his hand. Well, Undertaker shook his hand.
Yeah, and said, "Well done."
I had no idea how big of a superstar wrestler he would become.
Yeah. But the funny thing too is, Willie Tyson, we're talking about this. He actually wasn't sure how long he was going to even stay afloat, let alone that. Because he said he wasn't even sure, and how he had to change up his gimmick to secure his spot. And now look at him, 23 years later. And not only did he start off where he wasn't sure he was going to have a job, he elevated it and became the guy of WWE. Like, he represented that company through all the tough times, and from let's say 2003, I want to say maybe 2004, all the way up to his retirement date. And it just shows the respect that a lot of people have. If you notice, not one chant on his final show was, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." It was just straight up, "Let's go Cena." Or singing his theme song
Right.
loud. So that's my thoughts on that, on the first thing you asked.
You had said something of Cena not even knowing if he'd have a job. And just from my understanding of just learning wrestling history from as long as I've been a fan, it's I don't think anybody knew that he would be the future. Not even Vince McMahon, because people, well, at least from my understanding, not a lot of people realized that it didn't go straight from the prototype to the Thugonomics to what Cena became. There was a period where he was just a jobber, from what I understand, and he thought he was so close to being fired.
Yeah.
I think I heard a story saying he knew he was going to be fired and he had to change something to see if he could just keep a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that too. In
Crazy.
fact, one interview that he had, and I think he even mentioned it, was that he needed to change up from the prototype and be something else. And someone heard him spitting in the back, and he was just clowning some of the superstars on the thing. And Stephanie McMahon heard it and was like, "Hey, is there a way you could do that as like a promo?"
Correct.
And yeah, that's my favorite version of him, was the Dr. Orthogonomics, because he showed that he is talented. I mean, of course, one of the mics, one of the greatest on the mics. And to turn it into a rap, I mean, darn, his theme song for that, he did himself. Like, come on. It wasn't like no Macho Man Randy Savage rap album.
Be a man, Hulk. Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta say, I wasn't that guy as a Cena fan. That I was a Cena sucks guy. It's just 5 moves of doom, but I gotta give him respect now. I just gotta give him the respect.
Yeah. The 5 moves of doom. but all right, let's continue, because there's so much we want to say, but we're trying to make sure this lasts. So I'm trying to hold back on as much as possible. Keep going, Willie Tiny. Lead the charge.
Okay. Our favorite Cena match. I'll go first on this one. I would probably say Cena versus CM Punk at the Money in the Bank when CM Punk won. When he left with the belt. That was probably my favorite. One of my favorites.
That is a cool match. I just watched it back. I just watching Cena matches in preparation for the podcast because you would ask me to join it, and it is truly a great match. And just seeing it recently, it still holds up. But I think personally, my favorite is the Firefly Funhouse match against Bray Wyatt. I've always had a love for like those cinematic matches that they started doing, and or even just like random street fights. When I watch older WWE, I look for stuff like that specifically. I don't know why. I've always been drawn to it.
I give you props for that one because that was like a whole series
Yeah,
of
that-
all different stuff, and it just showed the range and creativity that Bray Wyatt had for that. Because if you ask Cena about that, he will tell you 100% that was all Bray.
Yeah.
All he had to do was say, "Is that?" He just asked, "Are you good with that?" Yeah, let's do it. So that's cool that you said that, and he did even hats off to Bray in one of his promos. He mentioned that. In the comments, Joe Hale said the best Cena match was Cena versus Bray. So he agreed with you, Chris.
Which one though? They had a couple matches. Which one though? Are you agreeing with me? I just want to make sure that he is agreeing with me.
So let's see if he's going to make the comment. Give him a sec. Mine, because when I think of it, because it's a whole story around it. And it's a shame that after the result, mine is actually the first one night stand ECW show
Mm-hmm.
against Rob Van Dam, because one, Rob Van Dam winning Money in the Bank. He didn't bullshit and say, no. He went to him and said, you know what? I'm cashing in and I'm going to take it on you. And that was the event. The hostility of all the fans who kind of really turned on John Cena, except the true diehards. And he went in there like it was brutal. If Cena wins, we riot.
Mm-hmm.
And that at that point, you believed it because that's how hostility went in there with the title held up, kept going regardless of the whole situation. He threw his hat. The hat returned. He threw it again, and the hat returned. And then, of course, when Super Cena was about to emerge, no, thank you, Edge. All because Edge saved the day, and Rob Van Dam won the match. But the hostility of the environment for me, yes, John Cena lost that match, but it had all the emotions and the buildup, and he took it like a champ. That to me was my favorite match of John Cena's. Not saying because he lost. Now, if I'm looking for one to win, the one Willie Tiny said that was entertainment by far. But I would have to say, because he had a lot of great matches, and like him and JBL series was legendary. Him against the Undertaker, because he fought the different versions of Undertaker. The Dead Man and the American Badass version. And the American Badass was no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar is another good. Like, it's tough.
And Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
Me,
Yep.
it was the Rob Van Dam versus John Cena one, because they got Edge involved as well.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic's on.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Now.
Is it time to move on, or
We can
are we
move
still
on.
going to talk about his
No,
matches?
we can move on. We can move on. We got our favorite matches out of the way.
Our favorite Cena moments. Will, go first.
No, I'd rather our guests go first. Chris, you got a favorite moment?
Okay.
I
Go
do.
ahead, Chris.
Nobody else is gonna have this as their favorite moment. I can guarantee it. This was in the build up to
Ooh,
WrestleMania.
sick.
This was in the build up to WrestleMania 31 at a house show in Rochester, New York, which is where I live. It was John Cena versus Seth Rollins in a street fight match. That's the only time I've ever and ever will see John Cena wrestle.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You only see John Cena wrestle one time in person?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised on that.
I wanted to go to Washington for the Cena's last match, but TKO is just it's brutal.
We'll save that for the closing, but you are speaking the
Oh,
truth,
yes.
Chris.
I agree with
I'm
that.
so
You are speaking the truth, brother.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. All right, since I passed it to Chris, I'll take it now. My favorite John Cena moment was when he embarrassed Roman Reigns on the promo mic because he straight up roasted it, and Roman couldn't even come back because it's like that's when he educated himself. Was like, he's right. I can't, and I need to work on it. Now, when he does a promo, if you notice, he takes his time and he's well more praised. So the fact that Cena schooled him on live television made Roman rethink himself. And now when he spits a promo, we feel it. We hear it. Like, it really changed his atmosphere on Roman Reigns himself now. I mean, Willie Tiny? What's your moment?
You there?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yes.
I got two. Surprisingly. And it's not really wrestling related, believe it or not. When he one when he proposed to Nikki Bella, was at WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure I was there. Was that WrestleMania in Orlando? Chris?
yeah, Orlando.
Yeah, I was there for that WrestleMania. I thought that was pretty sweet, and it was right after. It might have been a Monday Night Raw or something in Philadelphia, right before the Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and he sang "Fly Eagles Fly." I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. And he said he wished the Birds the best of luck. He said, I don't think they're going to win, but I wish them the best of luck. And hey, the Birds ended up winning the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that too? I mean, he's from Boston, so him saying that was huge. Just for the fact that he even sang it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And he knew it.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have another moment too.
We good now?
Now,
Go
I
ahead.
want to say the because my thing is moments are things that people remember and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It is, and like you said, it's not like a wrestling one. Mine is for the fact that he's known as the world record holder for the most Make-A-Wish foundations.
Mhm.
That's a huge moment because you have all, and that's in being an athlete music, actor, like entertainment, he holds that record. That's huge. Just as a on a side note, like that's a big time moment, and it kind of just shows you the type of person he is. All right. Yeah, I said it. I said my piece. Those were my favorite John Cena moments.
I agree. Not to mention, he's the never seen 17-time champion. That's crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I was actually disappointed Alicia Fox wasn't there on the last one to do it. She just was smooth with it. That's all.
Yeah, who was there?
Lillian
Not
Garcia.
Alicia Fox. You mean Alicia?
Alicia Taylor.
Oh, Garcia. Oh, his last one. Alicia Taylor. Yeah, but he has more history with Lillian Garcia.
Yeah. But Alicia Taylor at least had soul with it when she does it. That's all. A little more rhythm.
All right. We do have a guest. Let's bring him on for a little bit and go over our questions.
Holy smokes.
Yo.
Hey, Joe.
I want to shout out.
It's our number one fan.
That's what I was going to say.
But I want to shout out.
Hold on.
A Travis Jacobs. I feel bad for him and his family. It sucks losing him. So, how's everyone today?
Good. Joe.
Good.
As you were saying about TJ.
Yes.
What happened?
He lost his mom, which it sucks losing a parent. It's such a young. I feel bad for the lineage family as a one.
On behalf of the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast, we send our condolences to the family.
Well, this show.
We're very sorry.
It sucks. I was just talking.
So, Joe, welcome back on the Three Wheels.
Yes.
What's your favorite Cena match?
I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give Cena, Daniel Bryan. The Firefly Funhouse.
Ex-brother-in-law.
Cena and The Fiend at WrestleMania, when there was no fans in attendance. How they went back to Cena with the NWO shirt on.
The what if. The what if.
It's funny. If you guys watch Dynamite, Samoa Joe paid respects to John Cena last week.
Yeah.
With the STFU.
And then the salute.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite John Cena moment?
When he showed up in Philly wearing a Devil shirt. His first ever pay-per-view with
Devils?
Yes.
Yeah, he wore a New Jersey Devils jersey that day.
Yes, in Philly. And the crowd booed him. That's when he was first going heel. When he first started.
A heel? Like when he first started out? When he first started the Thugonomics?
Yeah, with the spinner belt. The legendary spinner belt. But my favorite belt is when he...
That is another thing.
What?
Thanks for mentioning that, Joe. The spinner belt. That was cool.
Yes. When he hung... used to come out with his, and then he used to come out with the lock on the chain. That was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What-
that whole look was cool. I got to say it was cool all around because every city he went to, he wore a jersey.
Yes, when he would pump up his sneakers too.
Yep, when he had the pumps.
Yep. I'm glad,
Yes. Yes.
so I'm glad Cena's go. Well, Cena should be going in the Hall of Fame this year with Bray Wyatt. But who do you guys think inducts Cena? There's so many names.
Do what? What's your question?
He said, "Who should induct John Cena into the Hall of Fame?" I said
Vince
the one
McMahon.
man that couldn't make his final show.
The
Or
Rock.
you actually don't do just one; you do two. You
Okay.
do two. You do Randy Orton and CM Punk.
I was thinking
Okay.
Rock. The history of the Rock and Cena had.
What about
Because
Brock Lesnar?
there was a rumor going around that The Rock was going to show up Saturday, come out and challenge John Cena to a one-time WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a rumor. I remember hearing that.
And it never happened, which would have been good. But you know the fans are going to chant one more match at his Hall of Fame speech, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
But you know that rumor popped up numerous of times too. Ever since the leak got out that Cena actually wanted to do a year and a half longer.
yes, yeah, he was supposed to retire a year ago.
No, he wanted to do 256 dates.
Okay.
That was what the rumor was, or the leak that got out saying that Cena originally wanted to do that, but somehow they negotiated against it, which is how the clockdown started.
So
I don't think that was a leak. I remember
Anything
John
else?
Cena was talking about that on
She like that,
the
Joe.
CVV. Oh,
That's right. He did say it himself.
So I also heard Cena's going to stay behind the scenes and help younger wrestlers. That's why he passed the torch to Gunther.
It may or may not have been, but all right, Joe. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Joe.
Like, you can come back anytime.
I definitely will.
All right, let's get to the next question. Our thoughts on Cena's heel turn, the one late in his career, with this year.
Okay.
This year.
Oh, Sookie, quack, quack.
who,
Oh,
who
boy.
wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first. So the turn was an insane moment. Something like Tiny. You and me, we talked about this like all year at X Brand shows. But personally, oh, I'm sorry about that. But the turn is great. Nobody thought it was gonna like that would ever happen. I just thought like they might tease it throughout the year, but he would never go full heel. But the run itself, that was shit in my opinion. Obviously, things change in the wrestling business, and I think they made the most of what they could have. But the turn, though, that was cool.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a good idea at the time, even though everybody knew his career was coming to an end. how they did it, how they set up was fine. It's just the long run angle. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
If The Rock
Yep.
was there for Cena for his heel run, they would have nailed it. It would have been perfect.
Yep.
But there was nothing there. It was just the whole setup was for Cena and Rock to be heels. But The
Yes.
Rock wasn't there. That's the problem.
Nope.
And they just had to turn him back to face just because there was no story there.
Yep.
It was
The
stale.
story.
It got stale very quick.
Yep.
Very quickly.
Go ahead, Will.
See, the heel turn to me, like you said, it was failed. He needed The Rock because that's instead of just having The Rock come down or at least make an appearance, even if he couldn't make it, just make a video of The Rock to still be involved in the story in some shape, some form, than just one appearance and then he's done for the rest. And then having Travis Scott pop up and ruin his biggest match ever at that WrestleMania. I personally think if he was going to do this, he should have did it right. And what I mean right is because Willie Tiny, I know because you experienced it. Chris, you've probably seen videos of it, but I personally wish as a retro for the fans who were with him from when he started really picking up mainstream and got more eyes on him, he should have went back to the Doctor of Thugonomics. As stale as it could have been, it would have been fun. It would have been enjoyable, but he could have roasted people and just showed he still got that. And if he carried that character, he would have had the older audience and the younger audience be like, yo, he did this? Whoa, that's pretty cool, man. And we could have rolled with that and had fun with that persona. It would have been a throwback and it would have been entertaining. God, imagine the sales from just that alone for that figure or for that character. And for him to,
Yes,
start
I agree with
bashing
that.
on kids and stuff like that. And then that's my personal thing. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to ask for forgiveness and I'm sorry, kid. And then they threw like every key matchup at him to snap him back in place. The R-Truth one to me worked because, like, even though he's older than him, we all know this, but that's his hero. So when he goes to the Thugonomics, you could still use him trying to say, no, you're what the kids look up to with hustle, loyalty, and respect. He's like, yo, man, I'm taking a break on that, man. I hustled long enough. Like, you didn't see how much fun that could have been. And then he could have faced like all the new opponents he wanted. And then later face the important people. AJ Styles, CM Punk, Randy Orton. And then end it. And I'll save it to that question when it pops up. But to me, that would have ended up as successful and fun and entertaining at the same time as he should have did the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Yes, I agree. I'm sure Chris would agree.
Yeah, that would have been cool to see. It would have been really cool.
That's what I was thinking, or my thoughts on his heel turn should have been, not the one that we got. And plus, or even a corporate Cena, since, a lot of people said, like he said from the, to get even in the Elimination Chamber match, I used my power to get in this match. That's being corporate, saying like, I've done all this for you guys. And yes, I didn't win, but put me in this match because I'm still Big Match John. That's heelish right there. Turn him more corporate and then just have him work more side by side with Triple H. There you go. Story written itself. Man, I don't know. The heel turn, like you said, it was a flop to me. To pretty much anybody that really looked at it. And it's just a shame for a guy who's the top of the food chain when it came to the whole thing and stuff like that. It's infuriating, truthfully.
All right. Did you say your piece, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next question. You ready?
Yeah. More than ready for this one. Oh, hell yeah.
Me too. Was Gunther the right person for Cena's last match? Somebody take the wheel.
Well, look.
Will got up.
Yeah, I had to take a walk for this because
Yep.
I've been holding this in all day. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. All right, who's going?
I think
Who
you
wants
should
to
go
go?
first.
All right. No, I heard from a friend of mine his thoughts on the Gunther thing. He said Gunther was the right choice. In my opinion, oh, hell no. For one, ever since Gunther has been in the WWE, NXT UK, he has been the most forced wrestler on the roster. He has held the championship for X amount of days. He loses the title, goes to NXT, wins that title, makes it to the main roster. He won the Intercontinental Champion. And actually, to me, he made that title more relevant than just the title being passed down. He held it for over a year and a half, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not like he just let talent go. No, he fought people. And then he wins the World Heavyweight Championship soon after that. So to me, he was already a top guy, not a face, a heel. He relishes as a heel. So to me, to take out, and plus, the biggest thing of all, he's the one that eliminated, or shouldn't say eliminated, he defeated Goldberg in his retirement match. And that at least had somewhat of a story to it. But the one against Cena, yes, it was a tournament, but to me, he was the wrong guy. And especially when the leak got out that Gunther is favored to win. Oh, right there. Do a swerve for us. I mean, a swerve. Yes, you see it. You can see this. For me, it's infuriating because, yeah, and if that's what John Cena wants, it's not good for business, as Triple H would have said. It's not. Yes, he could take the heat, the booze, but whoever defeated him would have gave him a fan. My thing is, you want to truly pass the torch. You did it too far ago when you had Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena, because he is the top superstar. He came in and became the top superstar and ran with it. So, yes, but you're passing the torch that way, which you already did. For anything, you should have did what AEW did to their top star out of respect. And John Cena, I am sorry, you should have took a win, because that fans came to see you. Muscle your way out of all that stuff. And the fact that he said he's going to make you give up. Fans don't want to see you do that because you breathe hustle, loyalty, and respect. If you passed out, that's a different story. And that, to me, is how that match should have ended if it was that case. So, ladies and gentlemen, no, I am not happy with this. I am one of the few, or shouldn't say one of the few, I am one of the ones that's very upset. I've been holding this in and only talking to a small number of people about this and keeping my mouth shut because I was saving it for this. So I'm glad Willie Tiny was able to bring this to light. Because, yeah, I'm boiled about this because out of respect to how wrestling goes, yes, I just felt that if he passed out and like how Austin did in the sharpshooter, you didn't give up. Your body gave up. And that's totally different than your heart. And I think that's how I should end it.
I don't know if I should go next. I don't know how to follow up, or Chris should go next.
So I guess I'll go next. But so me personally, I'm just not a fan of Gunther. Like he's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he is a very gifted wrestler. I just, for whatever reason, maybe it's because I don't watch WWE as much anymore, but something about it just doesn't click with me. So no, I don't think Gunther was the right pick, but I understand why they did it, and I understand the story and kind of like just what they were going for, but just no. Ultimately, it wasn't the right pick. I do think it should have been like an NXT guy, because we all know how John Cena debuted in an open challenge against Kurt Angle. Nobody knew who John Cena was. Why not do that with an NXT guy, or even like what's his name? Trick Williams. Do it against Trick Williams. That he seems like a huge star in NXT. From what I've seen, he's great. That would have been a great thing for him to get called up to the main roster, fight John Cena, and then start his main roster career.
That's a good answer. I like that. I like that.
That's all you want to add to it?
Yeah, I didn't. Sorry, but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right,
So,
Willie Tiny, you've been
my
waiting
turn.
to unload too. So let's hear it.
When I grew up watching wrestling, you had the ultimate good guy versus the ultimate bad guy. So I've been toying with my answer day, night for a while. I want to say, was Gunther the right opponent? Yes. Because you want that ultimate bad guy versus the ultimate good guy in the very end. You always want the good guy to win. For the most part, most wrestling fans. And Gunther's that guy. John Cena made Gunther the ultimate bad guy. That's the only way I can look at it and sum it up. Who's gonna be the guy that brings down Gunther? And Gunther's not even the champion. I think Gunther's gonna go through AJ Styles eventually, and whoever else in the retirement run. Our job as pro wrestling fans is to hate the heel. And that's exactly what they did. They made us hate the heel. That's pro wrestling. You go back to
You're
basics.
right.
You go back to basics. You hate the heel. But, you know, fans are smartening up. They like heels, they like faces.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because it kind of contradicts that, because some heels get booed. I mean, get booed, but some also get cheered when they do more heelish things to people.
For sure.
So it kind of, I mean, but yeah, you're right. I will say that. And like, as Michael Cole said at the end of the event, you know, pro wrestling defeated sports entertainment. Because, I mean, the shock of everybody's face, the silence, the reaction, and that's not just from fans, even the celebrities that was there at the event. And I think even like seeing Bailey's reaction to that was like, holy shit. Like, I get it,
Not
but
over
I'm
yet.
not going to fully agree with you. I kind of agree with Chris on this one. That made sense to me to have a young. I mean, but you had two of the top people, three technically. So Trick Williams would have been definitely a good choice
Chris
because
makes
Javon
sense.
Evans also had words with Cena.
Will make sense. We all make sense because that's pro wrestling.
But
Where everything and nothing makes sense at the same time.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I said,
That's-
as you've seen, I was very passionate about that. And like I said, I would rather have seen Cena. It's not the fact that it was Gunther, but if it was Gunther, I'd rather him pass out. Because therefore, Gunther's still going to get the heat.
Mhm.
But because he defeated Cena. But
Yes.
But for the kids, this is how I would have looked at it, because a lot of kids believed in every word that man preached. The hustle, loyalty, respect, to find a whole generation of kids to try harder, work harder, and then you will get rewarded because you would get the respect.
I
And
agree.
the fact that he would never give up. Now, kids could be like, well, shit, Cena gave up when it was time for done. I don't think I need to do anything anymore.
Let's talk
Some
about.
kids believed in that. Come on, Tiny. You know, as a kid, Chris,
Hey,
you know
hey,
this as
I
a kid,
agree.
you believe half of this stuff is the truth because they're your heroes, they're your idols. And,
I agree.
oh,
Because look.
Tiny agrees with
Let's go
Chris.
back to our generation. Say your prayers. Take your vitamins. Right?
Yep. I was
Hulk
so
Hogan.
passionate, dude. I cried when Hulk Hogan got crushed by Earthquake. I cried.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like maybe 5 or something like that, but you believed it.
Oh, for sure.
In
For
other words,
sure.
I'm saying I was young, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I meant.
At one time we were young. So since we talked about the finish, let's talk about the finish. What do you guys think about the finish? How it went down.
So
How it went down.
I didn't see it as John Cena giving up. Besides that, but with that little smirk, he's down. He can't. He knows that there's no way of coming back in the match. So you just have to accept your fate. That's what I saw it as. I do think that finish was a bit of not a cop out, but I didn't like it. But understand what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny that you said that because it brings me back that Monday off of that weekend. I was watching the Pat McAfee show. And it's funny because it's like Pat was trying to justify everything. He's like, come on, I was in that hole. I know what that's like. You feel like you're suffocating when he has that arm under your neck and you cannot breathe. And you feel like I felt like I was grasping. So Cena was smart to get out of it. But the Stooges, as he calls them, they weren't having it. Because I say, truthfully, he should have just passed out. That's it. The ref would have stopped it. Gunther would still got the win. Bada bing, bada boom. He could say, I defeated Cena on his last match. So you still get the heat. But with Cena passing out, it's still poetic justice because he never gave up. You just wore him down. That's where I was upset about. I'd rather that happen so he would still be able to say, held his head high and said, yes, I lost, but I never gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
even if he smirked and
it's kind of like
you gave up. That's what burnt me more than anything. Because to me, the match was good. And when, of course, he hit an avalanche F5. Dude, that normally puts people away after that. And after he kicked out of that, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Gunther's winning this one. But it did keep the fans off their seat. Like I said, not one single let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Not one single one came out of the fans' mouth. They really gave him the ultimate salute that night more than anything.
I kind of feel like that wasn't the finish. I think Cena did it out of respect for Gunther. Like he gave the smile because if you see Gunther's face, like he tapped out, like maybe it was supposed to go a different way.
Oh.
I mean, we'll never know.
No,
We'll never
no.
know.
Well, we might
Well, maybe.
know one day.
Yeah.
Cena might tell a story one day, you know. But I just think like I don't know. I don't. Might have been finished a different way. I don't know, but the way he smiled and the way he tapped out, and then Gunther looked surprised.
And the fact that he called him a bitch the next night.
Oh, we have to.
But
the heel. He's the
I
heel.
really think this is hilarious in wrestling. I really do. Because you both take an ass kicking, but yet you want to gloat and say, yes, I'm the greatest because I beat him. Yeah, but not much, man. It took a lot out of you to do it. I never understood that. You both go to war. Where's the respect? Where's the respect?
Yep. So you want to move on to the next question?
Next question. Your point is definitely 100% valid, man.
All of our points are. Because that's pro wrestling.
It's sports entertainment, damn it.
Who would be our dream opponent for Cena's final match? And who would go over?
Torizami.
Like obviously we knew it couldn't have been no contract wrestler from AEW. We knew that.
Right. But that would have
Can't
been the
happen.
shit, though. That would have been awesome as hell, man.
Oh, for sure.
Cena's celebrating in the ring, and next thing you know, you see a car pull up. You see a shoe come out or a sneaker.
We want it. I'm sure most of us fans would want it legend versus legend.
And then next thing you know, you think you know me. Dun, 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 dun.
There you go.
On this day. Nah. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I got permission from Tony Khan to make an appearance, and that's the only reason I'm here tonight. And yes, I'm going to get fined, but I don't care because of who you are. That would have been a hell of a match, man.
But our answers is for it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what we want.
Who you work for, it's our dream opponent for Cena for his last match, and who goes over.
Yes. Like I said,
Will?
for me, dream opponent. Getting permission from the boss from another promotion to come out and do so would have just been legendary. Yeah, I said it. I said Edge would be my dream opponent for him.
For me, I think so. I've never been one for creating dream matches in my head. I don't know why. It just so I kind of just pulled this one out of my ass, but I do think this would actually be a good match if it would have actually happened. But John Cena versus Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would have been good.
That would have been good.
Um,
And for who's going over, well, it depends on who booked it. If WWE booked it, obviously Cena's going to go over. But if Brett Lauderdale and GCW booked it, Matt Cardona's going over.
yes. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm drawing a blank. I had somebody picked out. Uh, well, age is a factor here. Kurt Angle, obviously.
Kurt Angle thought about it, but his wife shut it down. He had the look.
Even one more time with Brock Lesnar would have been good with Cena going over. Yeah. I think his biggest feud was Brock Lesnar through the years. Who's going over for you guys? Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cena. He's Super Cena.
There you go.
Super Cena. And like I said, because as much as he said it's reliable for the retiree to lose and apparently pass the torch. Because like let's see, Ric Flair, he faced Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's passing the torch?
Passing the torch. Kind
Or
of, but
just
but
an opponent that
I think it's kind of hard.
He wanted.
I think it's kind of hard to pass the torch from a face to a heel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? And I just want to make a quick footnote. We're at 57 minutes, getting ready to go on 58 minutes. That was Cena's number, right? No, he was 54, right?
Yeah, he was 54.
We passed it. We missed
We
it.
passed
Anyway, but yeah, I think it's kind of hard if you look at it from face to heel. If you're going face to face, passing the torch, yes, or pro wrestler to pro wrestler, yeah. Because look, how many moves does Gunther have?
He has more of an arsenal than we know of. Besides clothesline,
well,
powerbomb, super chops, he's aggressive. So therefore, and plus the welts he leaves on his opponents. Name one opponent that has not left the Gunther match unfazed.
He doesn't have as many moves as Walter had. That's just the way it is.
So therefore, you're saying that Gunther is a watered down Walter?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course. Welcome to WWE.
There you go. Which is true. Which is true. Because now we got Killer Cross, and man, he's enjoying himself now. Shout out to Killer Cross. But no, I for one, because I think when I think of this with John Cena, I'm not going to put him he's on a plateau, okay? Because he carried a different decades, okay? And of course, and the reason I do like to say that match, he went through the whole Super Cena phase. He realized the course with the fans even hating more and more of the moves, the 5 moves of doom, which of course became a catchphrase at a time. He did start adding to his arsenal. And I think because the gloves were off, he knew this was his last run. He did add a lot of new moves we have never thought he could do.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, damn, when we first saw him do the what was it? The Code Red,
Canadian Destroyer.
the
There's
Canadian
so many
Destroyer.
different names for it.
Yeah, different names for it. Or like the Mexican Destroyer, Penta. There you go.
Yeah.
He looked surprised when he did it on television. Like, look what I did. To do the spear and everything like that. I thought that was fun. It was enjoyable. But I think out of everything, John Cena to me should have won the final match, just like how Sting won his final match. Not only did Sting win the match, he was a tag team champion with his protege.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Sting is crazy enough to still making appearances at the age of 60-something. But when John Cena made it crystal clear, like, he is done in-ring work, but he will still be behind the scenes.
Right.
Which hence why he said he's doing 5 years right now as an ambassador for WWE.
Yeah, I see him in the ring, but not wrestling.
Right. At least doing mic work
Promos.
and promos,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, yeah.
But we ain't going to see the jorts anymore.
Nah, it's going to be a suit.
Yeah, it's going to be a suit.
Corporate Cena.
Yep, corporate Cena.
What do you think about that, Chris?
I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
But that's my thought on that, man. I just think Cena should have won the match. The place would have gone unglued. And yeah. Just because I feel like he might not have wanted it, but it would to me be the best for business to see him on top at least one last time.
Anybody want to add anything else?
I do just want to add this. The heat that Gunther now has for retiring John Cena, if WWE plays their cards right, they can do something special with this. Because it's one thing to retire Goldberg, in 2025. It's a whole different thing to retire John Cena in 2025.
I agree.
Like, you guys saw the video of him going back to his boss after the show. Like, those fans were legitimately pissed. They have something here. They can do something with it.
That's the thing. They can do something.
Yeah.
Well, they did their job. They did their job.
Yeah.
But now, whenever he faces, so AJ made it clear he's retiring in 2026. So when he faces AJ, Gunther's going to win because AJ's done. He's going to take on Brock. The dream match a lot of people been wanting to see. He's going to beat Brock. So it kind of like almost defeats the purpose. He's becoming... See, I don't want to say he's the legend killer because when Randy Orton was doing it, yeah, they were past their prime. We all knew it, but they were crazy enough to get right back in the ring to face him again.
Mm-hmm.
And that gimmick, it was good. He still got the heat because he took out a lot of legends at the time that were way past their prime. But man, this is John Cena we're talking about. And to see AJ as the next pedestal, which to me was a good match too, because you had the top guy at WWE taking on a guy that ran TNA. Not only that, he went to New Japan, became a face, and he wasn't even there that long. Then comes back. So it just shows you, like, to have, like, he had a lot of good things. Man, and like I said, I'm not the biggest John Cena fan. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I respect the business. I do. This is just me bitching and griping because I'm passionate as a fan, as a viewer. Man, I think I talked a lot this time. I think I talked more with my heart than anything in this episode.
That's because you love Cena.
I secretly do. Yes.
Yeah, because you had a wrestling match years ago and you came out to Cena's music and you did all his moves.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
guys.
I was a black John Cena for that. I was a black John Cena for that.
Are you guys ready to take it home?
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
All right, let's take it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
This is the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast.
This was the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast honoring John Cena for his retirement. Let's go, Cena.
Cena sucks. No, he don't.
Cena sucks. Good night, everyone.